aren't they? Do you like those too? Matthew?
I like Steven Spielberg and all the other big directors.
Why?
They just work with electronics and they make great movies.
Have you done one of these electronics?
Yeah, just that one down there.
Which one?
With the Mean Machines and electronics.
Oh, the Mean Machines, Star Wars. Tell us a bit about what you've done there.
Well, it took me a couple of days to make, but I just found pictures and I dug up some of my old watches and just stuck them all on it. And
do you think
like that.
One day you might be a sort of a Steven Spielberg?
I'd like to be.
Yeah, maybe you can change your last name and you can be Matthew Spielberg.
Maybe.
What do you think, everyone? Matthew Spielberg, does it have a good ring to it? Yeah, they all think you can do it.
Get to the beach. Never, mate, never.
Not at all.
Once in the blue moon, mate.
Not very often. I'm worried about the sun.
Not very often.
Listen to that.
Like a quiet.
Not very often.
And where do you live?
In Surfers.
Why don't you get to the beach more often?
Mainly because if I swim in this, I drown.
You have to drive about an hour.
Get rid of all that sand, mate. Man, it's shocking.
Inside, sensory overload and plenty of colourful characters.
I had reports of ghosts being here, but there's like all these people, I don't know what's going on. Hi Mum, hi Dad.
The girls
Next year.
Hi, I'm Donut from Red vs Blue, and you're watching Save Point.
Hello there, windy conditions across the southeast today. Now the gale wind warning has been downgraded to a strong wind warning, and that kept temperatures basically up a few degrees above average last night. We'll take a look at what happened.
Makes it worthwhile. Something to remember what can be a head-spinning experience.
They're celebrities, but they're just like regular people as well, you know.
Austin St John and Walter Jones were the original red and black Power Rangers in the 90s.
Let's do it!
The challenges of the job are still the same.
We, who have worn the spandex, were discussing how revealing they can be.
More than $24 million to breast cancer research. Pink People Power giving much-needed funds to a cause that touches many. Donna Field, ABC News, Brisbane.
For those too unwell to attend, well, the party travelled galaxies all the way up to the ward. It's smiles just like this that the Starlight Children's Foundation want to see a lot more of. They're hoping to give 132 children a wish before Christmas. But the foundation needs your help to fund those wishes.
It creates amazing memories that these families hang on to for a lifetime, and it's just something, it's just amazing to be a part of.
Head to 9news.com.au if you want to spread the Christmas cheer. Claire Hunter, 9 News.
Affects the whole family, and what we're aiming to do is grant another 132 life-changing wishes.
But first, they'll need the community's support.
We need to raise another $858,000 to achieve that.
And that's Little Miracles Fun Run, raising money for seriously ill babies and expectant mothers. Nicola Callard knows just how important those funds are.
Christmas has come early for hundreds of sick and disabled children and their families. With superheroes, performers and toys, there was plenty to bring smiles to little faces.
I've got my bat and my gun, don't mess with me.
We're keeping the Gold Coast safe today from any paranormal threats.
And thousands watched on from the footpath, all to catch a glimpse of the incredible costume display.
Superheroes took a back step to celebrate the real heroes. 8,000
Darth Vader's stunned onlookers during their pop-up fundraiser. And the force was strong. The event raised money and awareness for Kidney Health Australia.
The Lady Stiletto Children's Hospital, Alison.
Oh, Andrew, it is a very pumping party here at the moment. A stack of kids, a stack of characters as well, as you can see, entertaining the kids. We've got face painting, a sausage sizzle, arts and craft, we've got music. And to top it off, we've got a pretty spectacular view as well. Right round here, we are up on level 6, so pretty damn good view, if you ask me, of the river. These kids are going to be staying up past their bedtime. They are going to be loving it. Now, right. Oh, look, I certainly am. And I was going to say, Andrew and Melissa, you might have a band, you might have champagne, a spectacular view where you are, but do you have a stack of stormtroopers taking photos with all the kids and just generally mingling with them? I'm not sure if you could rival that. We've also got Elsa just over there, Anna and Elsa. We've seen Olaf earlier in the day. They're all big hits with the kids here at the Children's Hospital. We've had a bit of filming for Juice TV. The party really is, I think, rivaling the Riverfire Spectacular itself, because there's been face painting, we've had a sausage sizzle, we've had plenty of music, there's been arts and craft inside. It really is a highlight Starlight, for all of the kids and their families here who unfortunately do have to spend a fair bit of time here at the Kids Hospital. So that's why tonight really is so special. And as you can see here, they're in the thick of the excitement. I know the face painting is still very popular. We have a lot of kids here. We have a lot of big kids. I've seen also over in the background, I think Minnie Mouse is there too. So plenty of fans, Andrew and Melissa. It really is a hive of activity. We've almost forgotten the fireworks are actually happening.
Tears of joy.
Just to see the joy and happiness on his face and feeling free.
Some families needed special force, a superhero strength just to be
When
here.
it comes to the world of make-believe, anything is possible.
They're not costumes, no, they're uniforms. We helped the closing ceremony and people don't really know about that because we kept it under wraps.
The parade is one of a kind, part of the Supernova Pop Culture Expo, bringing tens of thousands of people to the Gold Coast.
We're here to protect you.
Our favourite comic book, TV and movie heroes.
With safety number one, and then the basics of braking and turning.
Alright, so suit me up, Tyler. What do I need?
Alright, first you're going to need a really good helmet, motorbike style, full face, nice and strong. Next we'll need some gloves, nice leather gloves, Kevlar fingers, nice protection there. Full leather suit, so we don't want any skin showing at all. And then lastly we want a good set of shoes and a rubber brake sole as well, because that's how we stop.
Very solid rubber.
Exactly.
And this safety gear isn't just worn to up your cool factor. Although we do look pretty smooth in it, hey? Jokes aside, these boards are capable of reaching speeds of more than 100 kilometers per hour. In fact, the world record for street luge is set at a whopping 157.14 kilometers per hour. So it kind of makes sense to suit up.
You know what else you'll love? The Mother's Day Classic, of course, raising money for breast cancer awareness and research. That happened today all around the country. People turned out in a sea of pink everywhere. It was also nice to see, I don't know if you guys saw this, but it wasn't just humans. Our intergalactic overlords also showed their support. There we go. How good is that? There's something you don't see every day. Norks on a stormtrooper. Yeah, really good stuff. Very good stuff.
The annual Special Children's Christmas Party would not be possible without the generous support and commitment of our sponsors each year. Please look for the sponsor certificate in your local businesses and please help support those.
Queensland costumer Matt Raphael transforming his backyard, connecting with kids online.
If we're going to catch ghosts, she said, we're going to need a lot of juice. I have about 20 books on the way and they're all in relation to different characters that I do.
Thousands of similar videos worldwide popping up on Facebook and YouTube.
Olaf waits for spring.
Simply search the hashtag Corona Stories.
Now from Brisbane is Frank Russo. Frank, organisers are expecting another big turnout there this year.
Yeah, good morning, Tash, and a very big happy Mother's Day to all the mums out there today. Now, thousands of people have turned up here at the Brisbane Botanical Gardens for the Mother's Day Classic Run, raising much-needed funds for breast cancer. Now, we're joined by the Drummond family and mum Lauren. Lauren, tell us a little bit why you're here today.
I'm here because I lost my beautiful mother-in-law to breast cancer 8 years ago, and then in the last 3 years my mum was diagnosed with breast cancer, so it just means so much. We've got to raise as much funds as we can to beat this thing.
Now, what does Mother's Day mean to you?
Mother's Day means to me just being with my family, my beautiful children, all my extended children and nieces and nephews, and just being here celebrating. We've done it for 8 years, and it's just beautiful just being together.
Lovely words. Well, event organisers are pretty happy with today's event. One of the biggest turnouts ever. I'm sure there'll be lots of mums putting their legs up now for a hard-earned rest. And can I just say a very big happy Mother's Day to my mum in Innisfail in far north Queensland. Sorry I can't be there today, but I love you, mum.
Shout out on national television is a pretty good present. Frank, thanks so much.
In 7 News, thousands run for breast cancer research as Queensland mums celebrate.
It's the day that belongs to mothers. While it was breakfast in bed for some, for thousands of others, the morning started early with a tradition now 25 years old.
A sea of pink spreading love bright and early in the River City. arm in arm.
Cancer free, which is amazing, but it's so important to do things like this to raise money.
In its 25th year, the Mother's Day Classic is successful as any other year. This year, raising more than $1.5 million for life-saving breast cancer research. A cause touching the lives.
The fans who made Ghostbusters what it is today. They took it to a whole other place.
Who are you guys?
I'm Matthew from Queensland Ghostbusters franchise. I'm here today at Method Art Tattoo and I'm about to get my first ever tattoo. I'm getting the arm tattoo that Ray Stantz has in Ghostbusters Afterlife, Revelation 6:12, and I looked as he opened the sixth seal. It's actually a throwback to the original Ghostbusters movie where Ray and Winston are in the Ecto and they're talking about the end of the world, and Ray references the quote. So yeah, I'm nervous, I'm excited, and it should be an awesome experience.
There's hundreds of Ghostbusters clubs all over the world.
Yeah.
We keep, and they each have their own special symbol
They
and
have a
decal.
patch, yeah.
A patch, and I think we've got hundreds of them now in our
Every major
office.
city, yeah.
And there's certainly no shortage of fun. With a mountain of toys for the picking and the chance to meet a childhood hero, this strictly VIP event certainly gives those invited some sweet bragging rights.
And for her life this Mother's Day.
It's very overwhelming.
Since the first Mother's Day Classic, the 5-year breast cancer survival rate has climbed 15%.
Tutus in Sydney, flamingos in Brisbane, and top hats in Adelaide, all dressed in their best for a very special cause.
My friend